Welcome to the Prime Life Project podcast, a place to help you unlock your full potential, both mentally and physically, to become the best version of you. Welcome back to an episode of the Prime Life Project podcast, a place to help you both mentally and physically become the best version of you. If you're a first time listener to the podcast, welcome. This is my Thursday Thoughts. Thursday Thoughts are a shorter form of the episodes, or the podcast, where I basically just break down some stuff that I've seen on social media for the week, or a conversation I've had with somebody, and we just break it down to really understand what it's going on about. It's a short, sharp, 10-15 minute episode that you can listen to when you're driving to work or something like that. We also then have other episodes which get released every single Tuesday. They're my full-length episodes where I'm either interviewing a guest or I'm going into more detail about topics. So it's where I almost do like my coaching. So I basically coach you guys through some stuff that I teach my clients, that I've learned myself, or just anything that I think can add value to your life. Now, this week's Thursday Thoughts comes from a client of mine who shared this video with me on Instagram. I've got no idea what movie it's from. So if you're watching this on YouTube, because on Spotify and Apple Podcasts there isn't this function, but if you're on YouTube, please write in the comment below what movie this is actually from, because I'd love to know if there's more scenes like this in the movie. But the clip we're going to talk about is this one right here. So I'm just going to pop it into the audio now.
You have to learn to select your thoughts the same way that you select your clothes every day. Now, that's a power that you can cultivate. If you want to come here and you want to control your life so bad, work on the mind. And that's the only thing you should be trying to control. Because if you can't master your thoughts, you're in trouble forever.
So I want to unpick this bit here. You have to learn to select your thoughts. I absolutely love this. I love every part of this, but I just want to really break it down because I learned something interesting on a podcast earlier on today, which was about when you're reading something, when you hear something, people read it like, wow, that's amazing, but they don't actually stop to break it down. So I thought, well, what better way to do this and kind of really breaking down what's being said here? You need to learn, first of all, learn. Meaning that you can learn, because most people don't actually know. They're not aware that they can actually control their thoughts. So here, you have to learn to select your thoughts. You have to learn to choose your thoughts. Many of us aren't aware that we can actually choose what we think about. We can't control thoughts that pop up. We can't do that. Like you maybe get some really intrusive negative thoughts. You can't control them. They will pop up. There's deep-rooted stuff in your subconscious there, some paradigms, maybe some self-limiting beliefs, some trauma, all that sort of stuff, self-image issues. Those negative, intrusive thoughts will pop up. But the more you do this work, the more you start to actually take control and say, no, I'm in control here. The more you start to actually choose your thoughts, the more the mind is actually going to respond, and it'll start to show you more of these positives. So you can actually choose what you think about. When that negative, intrusive thought pops up, you have a choice. You can say, no, that's not what I want to think about. I am choosing this thought instead. So you can then replace that with a more empowering one. Because how do you destroy darkness? That dark thought. How do you destroy darkness? You turn on the light. When you walk into a dark room, you don't turn off the darkness, you turn on the light. So you replace the negative thought with the positive, empowering thought. Because here's the next thing. It's a power that you can cultivate. This here, selecting your thoughts, is a power. It is a power. And the keyword is you can cultivate it, meaning you can work on this. This is a skill that you can work on. So when you first do this, you are going to be terrible at it. Just like when you cultivate a field, or a farmer cultivates a field. You're not going to be good at it as soon as you just walk into a field. Oh, I'm going to start cultivating it. No. You work on it over time. It's almost like a project. This is a power that you can work on long term. It's a project for you. You're going to do it, first of all, and you're going to suck at it. You're not going to be able to control your thoughts. You're not going to be able to select the thoughts that you want. It's going to be hard for you. Maybe you only hold on for a second, then that negative, intrusive thought comes back again. But at least of that little second, you are back in control again, which is what this is all about. But I love the word, the power. It's a power you can cultivate. It is a skill that you can develop that should really empower you, meaning even if you do try it and you suck at it, don't worry about it. You're not meant to be good at it first time. The more you practice, the better you get at it, which goes for a lot of things in life. He then goes on to say, if you want to control your life, which most people do, most people when they come and see me and when they sign up with me, they feel out of control. They feel stuck in a rut and out of control. He says, if you want to control your life, work on your mind. Control your life, cause and effect. If you want to control your life, if you want to regain back control, understand that where you're at right now is an effect. And the effect comes from a cause. Your cause is your thinking. Everything in your life is a direct result of your thinking. Most of the time, we're not actually aware of what we're thinking about. We're doing it on a subconscious level, which brings us to the part here. Work on your mind. Your mind is a collection of your conscious thinking, which is your thoughts, and then also your subconscious. Your subconscious is the home to your paradigms, as I mentioned earlier on. Your paradigms are your habits, your beliefs, your self-image, basically that negative stuff that always bubbles over. And when I say, would you choose to think like that? Would you choose to think so negatively? Would you choose to speak so negatively about yourself? The answer is always no. So the follow-up question is, well then who is choosing? And then you get that blank look. All that negative stuff you say in your head, all those negative thoughts, would you choose them? If the answer is no, where are they coming from? They're coming from your paradigms. Now, as I mentioned, this is only a short Thursday thought, so I'm going to go too much into the mind. I will be doing future episodes on this and really deep diving this, because it's not a subject that can be glossed over in 5 to 10 minutes. It's a deep subject. But I just want you guys to start to break this down and start to really unpick what this is actually saying, because this is actually gold. It's absolute gold. And I just want to really make sure you understand when you're listening to that, what gold actually is. And I encourage you to just listen to it on repeat again. So if you want to control your life, cause and effect, you want to control the cause is your thoughts. You have to control your thoughts, which then means you get the effect in life that you want, the result that you want. And you have to work on your mind. Your mind is your conscious thoughts and your subconscious programming. Because if you can't master your thoughts, you're in trouble forever. If you can't master your thoughts, you're in trouble forever. And if you're stuck and feeling lost and out of control right now, you probably have been in trouble for a long time. You just didn't realize the thing you were missing was the ability to control your thoughts. Go and look into the law of cause and effect. Go and look into the power of thoughts. A lot of these books behind me talk about it. That's why I'm obsessed. I've got books here from like the 1800s, the 1900s. It's all there. It talks about this. The power of thought, the power of cause and effect. Everything on my desk right now, and everything that's in close proximity to you, was once a thought. These bricks were once a thought. So I had to think about it before they created it. My phone was once a thought. This microphone, the software that I'm using right now, the camera that I'm recording on, the lighting, everything was once a thought. Thoughts are the most powerful, to go back, the most powerful thing you can cultivate. Once you start to cultivate it, you will then master your life. And you won't be in trouble, because you can never be in trouble when you realize the power that you have in your mind. Keep re-listening to it. Really break it down. You can't master your thoughts. You'll be in trouble forever. I don't want that for you guys. Now, if you want a quick thing here, this is a bit of a bonus thing. I think I've spoken about this on the podcast before. If you are not driving, I'm going to quickly show you how to take control of your thoughts. So close your eyes. If you're not driving, close your eyes. Now, think of a can of Coke. Think of a can of Coke. Close your eyes. Think of a can of Coke. Perfect. Once you've thought of that can of Coke, keep your eyes closed. If you thought of a red can of Coke, make it silver. Make it silver. So if you thought of a full fat, make it diet. If you thought of a diet, make it full fat. Swap it around. Awesome. Now, keep your eyes closed. Think of a unicorn. So get rid of the cans of Coke. Think of a unicorn. Think of a unicorn. Keep your eyes closed. Now make that unicorn ride a rainbow. Good. Keep your eyes closed. Get rid of the unicorn. Final one. Think of the happiest moment, the happiest place, or the person that makes you the most happy. Think about that person, place, or thing that makes you most happy. And really, really think about it. Think about it and hold it. Hold that thought, that feeling that you feel. Expand it. The picture in your mind, make it bigger, make it more colourful, make it more vibrant. And amazing. Open your eyes. Now, if you did that, you have just taken complete control of your thoughts. Complete control of your thoughts. I've got you to do 3 things. I've got you to think of a can of Coke. That's a really easy one. That's an everyday object. It's easy. I've then got you to create a thought. How many times have you actually thought about a unicorn? I can't imagine many, yet alone letting it ride a rainbow or making it ride a rainbow. So go back to the start here. Select your thoughts. I have just literally shown you how to select your thoughts. More importantly, what I've got you to do, the last one, is to select a thought of a positive memory. So that at any point, if you're ever struggling, you can close your eyes and take yourself back to that positive, happy place. Select your thoughts. It is the most powerful thing that you can cultivate, and I've just shown you that you can do it. If you have just missed that, go back and listen to what I've just said and do what I said. Just close your eyes, relax, and listen to my voice. As we mentioned here, you've got to cultivate it. You're probably going to suck at it to start with, but practice it. Your imagination and your thoughts are the most powerful thing that you possess. That's all I've got for you guys today. Don't forget, if you took any value from today's episode, don't forget to like and share it with a friend. Help us to spread the word, to help as many people as possible. You guys are absolutely awesome. Also, please don't forget, if you're listening on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, please don't forget to give us a follow, a subscribe. And again, if you've taken value from this, give us a 5-star review. Again, if you are on YouTube, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. If you click the little bell, you'll get a reminder every time we release an episode. I'll see you guys on Tuesday for the full length.